Hello and Happy New Year 2025. This is your girl Laura. Okay, I know, I have been absent for a while. I'm looking at my notes here. I just taken a few notes so I remember what to discuss. Remember, this channel is our accountability, for those of you who've been following me, and definitely is mine. So today's pretty important because when I started this journey, my goal weight was 175 pounds. And today, I beat that goal weight. So as of today, I'm 174.6 pounds. So today is January 20th. So that's what's pretty important for me to make this video. I know I've been away for a long time. Some of you have been reaching out to me, writing, re-encouraging me. Laura, hey, how is it going? Laura, just keeping me motivated. So, of course, the fact that I met that milestone, here it is, the milestone. And again, this is how many days since surgery. So I had surgery on the 1st of July, 2023. I had the VSG, that's where 80% of my stomach was cut off, and I've survived. Almost a year and a half, I've survived with 20% of my stomach. I know about 2 people who have followed me and who have actually gone through with this journey. So just encouragements. So here I am, 126.3 pounds lighter than the day I started this journey. And I'm so proud of myself, proud of my achievements, proud of my failures, because even where I didn't succeed, I still succeeded because I learned. I learned 1 or 2 things. Most importantly, I have come to the realization that there are many ways of having fun. It's not always food. I can really sit with my friends, discuss, have fun without necessarily having food. So we have slacked, we haven't been making videos, but hey, it's 2025. One thing we're gonna give ourselves is grace. So it's not about how many times we fall, but what do we do when we fall? We rise up. And I'm one of those people. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have fallen, I have risen, and I know I will still fall and I will rise, related to our journey. You know, this whole journey started with me acknowledging that I had a food addiction. I was eating so much, just eating just because I could. And that's why, even though I tried so many things, many diets, many recommendations, I was really pre-diabetic, pre-hypertensive. I should reiterate that a lot of those things have dropped off. I feel a lot better. Somewhere around my 2nd to 5th months, if you watch my videos, I was complaining about body dysmorphia. What is body dysmorphia? That's me not seeing myself that I'm losing weight, right? Even though I was losing, people were telling me. And one thing I should mention again is the weight. Don't only weigh yourself. If you're starting this journey, it's a new year. Lots of us are taking new year commitments. Whatever you're doing, weigh yourself in those major points, like your right arm, your left arm, in those thickest parts, your neck, your waistline, your right hip, your right thigh, left thigh, your hips, your feet together. And then if you get discouraged, trust me, you will see those inches dropping, even though the pounds are not dropping. So I had one of my major challenges. I was worried about this was because I spent the holidays in Cameroon. So I was wondering, food, street food, all that good food. I was worried, hey, how am I gonna cope? So what did I do before I went there? I sent some protein shakes, just so that I was sure I was getting my protein, because we've talked about protein. Protein, very important. I try to take between 90 to 100 grams of protein a day. And I should say something here, because I've had a couple of people who've made comments like, Laura, again, we know on this channel, I'm not being proud, I'm just being real. People have said, hey, you've lost so much, because I've lost 126 pounds at today. That's a whole human being. That's a whole human being. So I've lost that much weight, but people say I don't look cranky. Here's the secret. One thing I do is I'm strong about my proteins. Even if I don't eat, I don't drink, because there are days where I don't have appetite, I try to keep my protein state up. So taking my proteins, try that. You know, your girl loves her meat and fish. Even though I'll not eat a lot, but I'll try. So the proteins are pretty important. As you all know, water and I, we're fighting. We're trying. But I'm taking my water now. It's a lot better. So talking about those challenges in Cameroon, the good thing was, what happened in Cameroon? I was walking. You know how, like, from here to there, I was walking. So I got my steps in. I was so proud of myself. Like, got my steps in. And then definitely there was organic food. So I had good food, real food. Even the little food I was eating, you want to eat peanuts, you know, it's a real peanut. Like, eating real food. So that was a challenge I was worried about. And it wasn't, I don't think I was supposed to be worried. And keeping it real, your girl, I'm still sipping my alcohol. So everything I do now, I do in moderation. I've not deprived myself of anything. Ice cream, I'll take a scoop or two. I eat everything. The only thing that really bothers me is Gary. When I eat Gary, Gary used to be my very good friend. But Gary is my challenge right now. So apart from that, everything seems to be okay. So we talked about my water intake. The water intake is improving, but I'm mostly taking like the flavored water. So drinking a lot of the flavored water, that's what is working for me. So if you cannot drink plain water, you know you can still have your flavored water. So making better choices, by hook or by crook, making better choices, because like I mentioned, Gary, as much as I love Gary, oh my goodness, I went to Limbe and ekwang, which I love. It's a meal made from ground ekwang, ground cocoyams. It's like one of our traditional meals, so delicious, was made, but I could not eat much. That's when I really knew, hey, this is a new Laura. Ate very little. So again, I didn't deprive myself of anything. I ate as much as I could, as much as I could tolerate, making better choices. And then one of the other challenges I've really fought was the constipation. Okay, so a little distraction right there. I'm sorry about that. We'll just go back to our discussions. So we're talking about constipation, I guess. That was the next point. So seriously, nutrition is key. I had challenges with constipation because I wasn't drinking enough water. I wasn't taking my vegetables right. You know, nutritionists will say their own thing, I will do our own. So I think I've crossed that bridge because I'm beginning to do things right. But we talked about it in the beginning. I'm going to fall. I'm going to rise. We're just going to keep improving, you know. Excuse me, I'm really trying to be good about my water and all of that. So now let's go to the things that have not been so good. So I had a lot of back pain back pain I had from my son's. So back pain, I've always had back pain from since when I had I started bearing kids. I've always had like these difficult births, so all of that extra pushing, back pain has been there. And then with the weight, I don't know, it's just my own understanding, just my own justification. I don't know how to really explain this back pain thing. Excuse me. So I don't know how to really explain back pain, but what I was going to is the back pain when I sit. At my work now, I do a lot of sitting, it's a lot of more mental work. So that's the highest challenge I've had, back pain. Oh my goodness, my back hurts so much when I sit for more than 3 hours. That's one of the challenges. So what I've learned now is I need to do physiotherapy, do exercises to strengthen that back. So again, talking about exercises, true confession, I've been fervently paying for subscription for my Peloton. Fervently. But yeah, girl, not be exercising now. So my commitment to myself is now, with this back pain, I need to start lifting weights. So what this means is my weight may increase because, you know, I'm building muscle. When I build that muscle, to stabilize one or two things. You know, medically you can do the research, trying to build a muscle so that I can stabilize and be in a better place. So I guess I've touched all of the points I wanted to touch on. Again, I've not deprived myself of anything, just been eating everything, but in moderation. Been taking my ice creams, now have a sweet tooth, been drinking my Baileys, been everything, but in moderation, by choice, sometimes by restriction imposed by the size of my stomach. So that is it. I just hope that I can do more updates more recently. I don't have a particular timeline, but if you have any questions you want to know, I can make some short videos to answer you. This is my story. People have different experiences. I'm not gonna say my story has to be your story. People have different experiences. I respect that. I am sharing Laura's story. We've level said this from the beginning. I'm sharing Laura's story. I'm keeping it real with you, not hiding. We've talked about constipation here. We've talked about throwing up. And like I said, I know about 2 people who have gone through this surgery because they followed my story. And I am not gatekeeping any information. I've sent one of those people went to my surgeon. I don't get any benefits for recommending them. So the only benefit I get is I know I'm sending you to the right place because I'm a living testimony that it worked for me. So 2025, hope it ends up being a very fruitful year, and pray that God intervenes and blesses every one of you. God helps you fulfill your dreams, and we stay healthy and make healthy life choices. Thank you all.